I just watched the ending of Attack on Titan, and I absolutely loved it. I read the manga. I thought the manga was fine. They added a little bit more to the ending and the after credits, that's what really blew me away. Is what happens after it all ends. Loved it. I loved every second of it. Don't have any complaints really. It kind of ended how it was supposed to end, but Charlie just finished it, so I'm gonna see what he says about it. I'm sure he's gonna say similar things.
After 10 years, it's finally concluded. The Attack on Titan series finale just aired last night. And as I've mentioned in the past, this is one of the only shows I've ever watched week by week as it aired.
Same. Watched every episode from the very first one that came out. I watched it as it aired. I've watched every single one as they have aired up to this point. So no regrets. No time wasted. I've seen Attack on Titan before the ending came out 4 or 5 times. I watched it again just before this ending. Then I watched like 10 different channels reacting to the entire series.
During its seasons. It started when I was a young virgin male in college going through my
I
own
was
mysterious anime character phase
just
where I
about to
have
graduate
no
high school.
doubt I frightened all of my peers into thinking I was some unhinged psychopath. And now, a decade later, I've shed that skin. I'm no longer a young virgin male. I'm an elder sexual deity. Man, what a journey it's been.
True. I can confirm he is a sexual deity. Just fucking look at him.
You're not going to believe me, but I was actually able to avoid all of the spoilers for this ending, which is no easy task. That's like trying to dodge the rain during a thunderstorm. But I did it, and I deserve to be knighted for that achievement. There were so many people that were trying to spoil this for everybody. Just a lot of people shaking their fist, bah humbug. I didn't like the manga ending, so now I want to make sure everyone who only watches the anime is ruined for it. And douchey, of course, but not unexpected. It happens all the time. I did not know the ending, luckily. All I knew is that there were a ton of people that were extremely dissatisfied with the way that it wrapped up in the manga.
I wasn't. I
And that,
wasn't
of course, made me.
dissatisfied. It just kind of went too fast. Everything happened so fast. Then it just showed like a flash forward of what everybody ended up doing with their lives, and that was it.
Very worried about how the anime would stick the landing or if it would just fumble and flop like a lot of other anime endings. But I'm happy to say that this was a beautifully fitting ending. I don't think it
Yep.
was perfect. There are still a few
Agreed.
criticisms I have of it, but overall, I think it is an incredibly strong finish to what I believe is a masterpiece of a
There can be some criticisms made, but I still have no complaints.
show. Not just a masterpiece of anime, a masterpiece of a show in general. I really hold this series in high regard, and I am so satisfied with the way that it completes itself here. And it makes me wonder what the fuck went wrong in the manga? Like, was the community just smoking on stupid juice or something? On that Scooby Doo dick kush? Like, I don't understand exactly what they didn't like about the ending, because I went back and checked. Apparently, the ending in the manga is pretty similar to the ending in the anime that just aired, only the anime had a couple of tweaks, a couple of additions, and a few minor adjustments, but nothing major. The story beats are still, for the most part, the same from what I can tell. So why were people pissing and shitting over the manga ending? It's a good, satisfying conclusion. The only theory I can formulate up here in my smooth little brain is that people just wanted a 100% happy ending where everyone wins, it's all sunshine and rainbows, and the world is perfect. And that would never be the case in a series like this. If they did go that direction with a happy ending,
I don't think it could have had a happy ending. I don't think there was any way to write it.
it would ruin Attack on Titan. It would run counter to everything that this series has propped up and framed. And I am so glad they didn't take that easy cop out method, because they did have a chance. With the way, I don't want to get into spoilers here, but they did have the opportunity.
If he does get into spoilers, I'm gonna stop it there because I'm not gonna deal with the spoilers. If you want to watch his video to see what he says about the spoilers, then sure. But I don't really want to talk about this anime anymore. I just want to see what he says and reaffirm that I have the correct opinion about the ending of this show.
To just pull their punch and say, "Yeah, actually, everyone's okay. Everything's great. Happy ending. Wee woo." And I'm so glad they didn't do that. Like, this is not a story that deserved a happy ending. This is one that needed a grim but hopeful ending. Something the show has driven home time and time again. That no matter what you do, there will always be conflict, but there can also always be hope. And I love the way that they finish on that note. You can boil it down even simpler into
It's a
basically
cycle.
war never changes. Humans are just predisposed to it, no matter
War never changes.
how large the conflict is, no matter how great the resolution is, or how long the period of peace is. It's only a matter of time until the cycle starts over again, which is what the post-credits scene alludes to in the finale as well. I just think it is a beautiful, beautiful piece. I think it is an extraordinary work. Now, I do want to talk about it, but I don't want to give too many spoilers, but there's no way I can talk about it without at least slapping my feet around in the spoiler pool. I can't tiptoe around a lot of the things I want to talk about, so this is your spoiler warning here. Proceed with caution, bitch. So, anyway.
That's it. 10 out of 10 review, 10 out of 10 reaction. I'm surprised it didn't do a moist meter, but I'm also surprised. I know why he didn't do a moist meter, because this one kind of like, you can't rank this one.